got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
Hey. Oh, we are doing the hey thing. We did the hey thing the first time.
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of their records. We get into the music, the lyrics, the artwork, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and 3 feet from me, 4 feet from me is Jeff. We're in the same room. It happens only a few times a year that we're in the same room recording an episode. We're getting close to our 400th episode. This is not it, but we're getting close there.
That.
We're getting close, so it's gonna be.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be fun. It's a band that we've only done once before, and it was a long time ago.
The first episode.
I was trying to build suspense and all, but yeah, it was our very first episode of all time. That's
two heavy hitters in one episode, and try to do it in 30 minutes. Ambitious,
yeah. And that was way back in 2016. But anyway, we're here today. Jeff and I are in the same room. I'm out in Arizona right now, and we're going to get into the Postal Service and their only record, Give Up. Ben Gibbard, Jimmy Tamborello. It's their baby, and obviously we're gonna get into how it was made, and like I said, everything else. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Tell all your friends Jeff's yawning because he's pretending to be bored. He's being dramatic. And
that was a real yawn.
We're also kind of toasty right now, right? We're kind of toasty right now.
That was a real yawn.
We're several beers deep.
We're Severus,
yes, we are. So yeah, like I said, we're getting to Give Up by the Postal Service. Let's jump into it. What's your origin story with this band? What do you got? Go.
I don't remember like my origin story with the band was. It just had to have been when this album was released, and I was getting in a death cab for the whole OC thing. Mm-hmm. I think that was it. But I remember like post high school is kind of when we like really got into this shit, and like really was like we really buckled down and really attached ourselves to some of these songs. But I don't remember the first time I ever heard the Postal Services. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
But you liked it right from the get go.
Yeah, I mean it's hard not to like. It's easy. This is not a knock to it in any way. It's very mid. It's very mid tier stuff. It's very easy to get into. It's solid. It's so much.
It is, but it's so much more than that too.
It is so much more than that, but it really is like mid tier. It's just like damn, like this is good. Like everybody. No matter what genre of music you like, you can like this because it's so fucking easy to get into.
Great melodies, great catchy hooks. I mean,
yeah,
you can't deny that. So yeah, I mean, you kind of got into this when it initially came out in 2003, late 2003.
I mean, like I heard it when it came out, and I liked it when it came out. I didn't get I didn't get into it until after high school.
Early 2003. Sorry.
I feel like after high school is when like I think we all like really got into it.
That's when I did. Certainly, yeah.
Certainly.
All right. So yeah, my thing was I remember seeing the video for Such Great Heights on MTV2, like late night MTV2. I remember specifically I was at my grandparents' house in San Bernardino, and I was up really late. It was probably like midnight. I was playing video games, and I was tired. I switched over to the actual like cable channel. MTV2 was on, and Such Great Heights video came on after a couple other videos. It came on. And I thought, I really don't like this. It's weird. I just not me.
I feel like that era of you would not have liked this.
I did not like it. I watched it and I listened to the whole thing, but it was not me at all. But there was such a specific moment that completely turned me around. It was 2005, the summer of 2005. I just started working at Disneyland. I was hanging out with a couple people and we were driving down PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, in Southern California, and they threw on this record, Give Up, and they were like, do you like Postal Service? Because they were very, very much into indie rock. These two people were.
Do I know them?
You do not know them.
Okay.
I used to work with them at Disneyland, and yeah, they threw it on. I'm like, no, it's fine, but just play it. It's fine. And I'll just say this. I was trying to woo this one girl.
Game changer.
I was trying to woo this one girl, and she threw it on, and it blew
And she
my
wooed
mind.
you.
She wooed
You
me.
got wooed.
She wooed me.
You got wooed
She
up and
fucking
down
wooed me.
PCH.
And isn't it like so like
Look.
kind of like not romantic, but just kind of, man, dude, driving down PCH.
That's very Postal Service.
Oh my god, because we were driving from Huntington down to Laguna, so we were driving down south
that's
CPH,
that's like the best.
and that is
part
the
of,
best.
like,
Driving through Newport and Corona del Mar.
beautiful
Corona del Mar.
lights. The lights are beautiful.
Dude, I fucking that to me, I don't know. I know you're making fun of me, but
I'm not making fun. That's a good
that's
part
like
of
the
PCH.
best part of PCH.
That's a good part of PCH.
I love that part of PCH from Huntington down to Laguna. Fucking incredible.
Because you get a ton of like bonfire spots, right?
Yeah.
Interspersed with a lot of just like good, it's expensive and shit, but like a lot of good like housing with a lot of like nice lights.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the lights kind of like overshadow, overthrow. They throw their light onto the ocean. So
Yeah,
you can
it's
see
cool,
the
man.
ocean, you can see the lights. That's a good part of PCH in that southern like part right there before you get into South County area.
Yeah.
That's a good part of PCH.
Fucking love
And
that.
that's like a formative fucking part of our childhood.
It was like 11 o'clock at night. We were going down PCH.
Oh,
it was hot.
What month was it?
It was warm. It was like August. So it was warm out. It was like late August. It was warm
But
out.
you had that breeze
driving
coming
up,
in.
all the windows down, listening to the Postal Service,
baby
and then
boy.
we pulled over like in Laguna, and we were just chilling on the beach after we listened to like part of the record. But I mean, that was the moment where I never realized how great of a record it was until that drive down PCH. That was fucking that is really kind of my proper
That's good.
origin story.
That's good.
It's
That's good.
it's weird because it is very OC, the show, the OC.
Hey, we're all in the OC.
Yeah, we're all into that fucking show right now, which
I don't even care though. I don't even care because if you don't live like next to the ocean, then it's just this concept is kind of just like whatever. You got your lakes, and some lakes are like massive and huge.
Yeah.
And I could not even believe like lakes are that big.
but it's nothing.
Still not an ocean. Bro.
It's not. It's
still
nothing.
not a fucking ocean.
The Pacific Ocean here in California is nothing compared to. Like I've been to Florida. I've been on the beaches in Florida. You and I we spent time in France in Nice.
Yeah.
So we were in the Mediterranean Ocean. So we've experienced a few things here and there, but nothing compares to like the Pacific Ocean.
Doesn't.
In Orange County, LA, and San Diego, nothing compares to the beaches here. It's different, man.
It's a different animal. It's a
Yeah.
different animal. It's a different animal in June. It's a different animal in January. It's a different animal altogether. And it's not just like the ocean thing. It's not just like, oh, the ocean's nice, but like the lifestyle in Southern California is really nothing. There's
so
nothing
unique.
else like it on earth.
No, it's so unique, man.
And it's just it was just a crude on California more. It was a great time for us to grow up, and I think it was the last time you could possibly grow up the way we did.
I think so too. Yeah.
Because it's just, dude, there's no way we could have done these bonfires like now, which is
The shit that we
phones,
used to do,
right? Like and shit like that. Like everybody on their phone the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy to think that like at 18 we held bonfires and we were there for hours. We never drank.
No.
We sat there. We didn't even talk. We just fucking sat there staring at fires.
We're even younger than that, 16,
Yeah,
17.
like 16.
Yeah, we're
and just like enjoyed each other's company. Just fucking for hours, dude.
Hanging
for like
out,
4,
talking.
5, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Talking about things that we didn't know anything about.
yeah. But we were just dumb. We were, or you go to the beach with like a girl, or with a group of people, but then you're trying to like woo a girl.
That's where
you
you
know
go to
what
the
I mean?
beach, dude.
Yeah, that was
Many a sunsets and many a sunrises.
It's so dumb.
It is stupid.
It's so movie and like picturesque and not picturesque, but it's so
it's cheesy because
cliche.
you see it and it's
Yeah.
you're right. It's very
so
cliche because when you see it in the movies, it's like that's fucking stupid. But like, come on, dude. Like as an adolescent kid, as like a 20-year-old, like a girl that I kind of pretended to see for a while, we stayed at the beach like a lot, and we would we would stay there until the sun came up. And it was just like, man, like honestly, I just want to see the fucking sun come up. Like, I don't give a fuck right now. Like this, it just looks fucking cool when the sun comes up and it's hitting the ocean, the water's like glistening, and like that's damn. You see the surfers starting to come out there in the morning crew, dude. It's
like
just
5,
so
6 a.m.
cool.
depending on the time of the year.
It's just so cool.
Yeah. cool, man. It's cool,
Good
man.
stuff. Good stuff. So I get it. So your origin story for like the Death Cabs, it's not silly. Like I was not making fun of you.
And it's not
it's dumb.
It's definitely not uncommon. Like in the area we grew up, Orange County, it wasn't. I mean, yeah, it wasn't uncommon. Let's just say that.
We are geographically spoiled.
100%. Yeah. Yeah,
But like we took advantage of every fucking thing that we possibly could.
Oh yeah.
We went to the mountains. We went to the desert. We went to the fucking beach all the time.
Yeah, we went into like we went into the seedy areas of Orange County, LA.
Shit.
We went to like the gnarliest venues. We went to warehouse parties, house parties.
Didn't even care.
We did We did a lot of fucking shit growing up. Man.
Everything.
Yeah.
House parties, people we don't even know. Like we just talked about today. Like you can pretty much get away with anything if you're in your early 20s and you show up to a party with a block of beer.
Yeah.
Nobody
you're
fucking cares.
You're gonna
who
be
you
welcomed. And we did that a lot.
We
did
did
that shit a lot.
Let's just go to that party. Let's go buy beer. Let's go together.
Like, do we know any of these people? I was like, well, I kind of know this girl, this guy.
There were times we didn't know anybody.
Cool.
There were legit times where we know nobody. Like nobody. We knew nobody. We know nobody.
Yeah.
That's
Good
what
stuff,
we did.
Man.
That's what we did.
Anyway, Postal Service. That's what we're doing today. We're not.
Postal Service. Here we go.
We went down this nostalgia trip, but whatever. We're doing Give Up. Came out in February 2003, and I misspoke earlier, but that's fine. So let's get into. So we did the initial. Oh no, let's get into the initial thoughts on Postal Service's Give Up. So what do you got?
This is one of my closers for the night. This is like on rotation for
closer album. Yeah.
Closer albums for the night. You get pretty toasty by the end of the night. This is one I throw on to kind of like wind down, but I still want to listen to music a little bit, but I also want to wind down before I do something else and then go to bed. Mm-hmm. This is one of those. I think like through and through, it's good. I don't think there's any like boring parts. I don't think there's anything here that shouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think every song is a banger.
Oh my God, you're so dumb.
I don't.
You are dumb.
I actually have one.
Yeah, how many bangers do you have?
Two.
Okay, this is taking a long time.
I have 2 songs that are not bangers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I have 8 bangers.
Yeah, so there are 10 songs on this record.
And there are 10 bangers.
My initial thoughts on this one, I think this is a very unique record. I love the way it was recorded and made. I think it's very, especially for this time, it was very, very different. And obviously we're going to get into that as well. But yeah, overall, the songs, the melodies, just the production of it, I think it's incredible. I really, really think it's incredible, all things considered. I have 10 bangers off of this one.
That's stupid.
Well, because you're fucking dumb. That's why.
That's okay. No,
I have no stinkers, obviously.
There's nothing anything close to a stinker. Even my okay songs are still fun songs. I like them.
They're fun songs. Okay, that's stupid. So let's get through the 2 songs that are not your bangers. I don't even want to talk about them very much because it's just gonna make me mad. So what are your 2 that are not bangers? Because you're dumb.
The first is "This Place Is a Prison."
Okay, that's stupid.
That's not a banger. What banger is that for you?
That's my number 3.
What are you talking about?
My 3B.
What?
That is my 3B.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Idiot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's my 3B.
Are you fucking serious? What the fuck is
kids doing on my lawn?
What are you talking about?
Just that heavy beat that fucking just trudges along through the whole song.
Dude,
that's fucking great.
That intro is like plus 44 all day long.
It's so good.
I cannot believe that you.
And the way Ben sings like a little bit quieter, a little bit more melancholy. It's fucking awesome, man.
What the fuck does he even say on this one, dude? There's no melody on this.
But that's kind of why I love it, because it's kind of telling a story.
But then when the Death Cab does it, you fucking hate it. You're fucking.
Because that Death Cab record is fine. It's fine.
Oh, but you're the.
Also, those like running footsteps that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Especially when you're listening on like a stereo, like earbuds and shit or headphones.
Oh, that's silly.
It runs across the stereo.
Okay, here's what I think.
Oh my God, here we go.
Here's
the dumb thing he's gonna say right now.
I think you're trying too hard to be different. It's okay to pick the singles as your bangers. There's nothing wrong with that. Like no one will judge you.
It's not a single. This is not a single.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with picking singles as your bangers. So I think you think there is something wrong with doing that, and you pick something like this because you think it's a deeper cut. You think like maybe I'll get like street cred or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why you think this. This is not a fucking banger, and I'll sure as shit. This is not a top fucking 5.
It's top 3. That's
Top fucking sure as shit.
It's not top 5, but it's top.
Like
3.
I'm sure about a lot of stuff, but I'm even more sure about shit. And this is not a top 5. That's 100% accurate. Tell you that much right now. When you don't think about it, no fucking way.
Words.
No way.
One of my favorite parts about this podcast, and has been for many years, is that we criticize each other for liking the popular songs, and then we also criticize each other for liking the not popular songs out of spite or whatever it may be.
Yes.
So there's no winning. There's no winning on either side.
That is correct.
So that's always fun.
Yes.
But yeah, This Place Is a Prison is my number 3.
That's stupid.
Fuck. I guess we don't have to get into the lyrics because I guess we got 8 other songs.
I mean, it's just stupid because I guarantee you, like, you couldn't sing the song. Like you don't remember.
This place is a prison.
You can just say this place is a prison.
But the way he sings it, it's so moody and it's so melancholy.
Dude, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! This is a throwaway song. This is ugh.
You're so dumb, man. That's so.
Let me just ballpark you next to here. Probably.
Are you? But also like the drum part that comes in.
Probably District.
Are you kidding me about?
Probably District and Great Heights, or if you want to be a cool guy, you'll probably do District and Nothing Better.
Wait, are you talking about that? Okay, so one last thing on This Place Is a Prison. The drum part that comes in, that scat,
yeah, that's fine.
Dude, it's
doesn't
so
make the song.
It's so jarring. It's the only moment on this entire record where you hear an acoustic drum set, and it's so loud in the fucking mix.
Doesn't make the song.
Oh my god, dude, it's so good. The way
doesn't make the
like,
song.
What, the
doesn't
last
add to anything. It's just a good layer.
Oh my god,
but
you're
that's
so dumb, dude.
It's like making a good sandwich, and you just add like a little spruce of like barbecue sauce or some shit. Like, it doesn't make the fucking sandwich. It's a good texture. It's a good layer for sure. I like that.
Also, Ben plays the drums on that part too. So just throwing that out there.
Ben played drums in fucking Death Cab for
He
Kitty.
did play on some of their songs. Yeah.
What is that supposed to fucking mean to me? I mean,
it's
it
just
means nothing to me.
It's a fun fact. Fun fact. That's all I'm saying.
Here's a fun fact. This is not top 3.
Yeah, it is number 3. Yes, it is. So let's. Okay. So what did you think my 1 and 2 were?
I think in no particular order. I think your number 1 or 2. District, I think, is in your top 2.
Okay.
And then I think your 2 or 1, whatever, will go between Such Great Heights or Nothing Better.
You got it, dude. You got it. My number 1 is Such Great Heights.
Yeah.
And my number 2 is District.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. You want to know what my number 4 is?
Nothing Better.
Yes, that is correct.
And then Sleeping In is probably 5.
Yes, fuck you,
Okay.
asshole, it is. You fucking dick.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Dude.
So let's get into your number 1 since you're being a fussy boy. That's fine.
No, we could do Such Great Heights. Such Great Heights is my 3B.
How's that so low?
Honestly, because it's so accessible, because it's so popular. That's why it's climbed to 3.
Get out.
Otherwise, that's like a 5, 6.
Wait, it's climbed to 3 or dropped to 3?
No, it's climbed to 3.
Oh, you're the worst. You are the worst person
It's like
ever,
struggling
man.
to get to 3. It's climbing this ladder where every other rung is non-existent. So it's like struggling to get to 3. It's lucky it's fucking 3.
You're
lucky,
so dumb, man.
Lucky.
Okay, so Such Great Heights, yeah, it's the big single from if you're gonna say anything is gonna be a big single, it's gonna be this one.
This is the biggest single.
Yeah, this is that opening with the boops,
the boops and the beeps.
The boops and the beeps going back and forth. Like if you're listening on headphones or like just a stereo in general, not on your phone, just the back and forth. It's kind of disorienting. It's a little disorienting when you.
It's a lot to take in.
When you first listen to it that way, the first few times you listen to it that way, it's kind of disorienting, and then just that kind of synth bass comes in like that. Oh
ding,
my god!
Ding, ding. It's cool. The whole like channel separation, I think, is really fun.
It's crazy good.
It's aggressive. It's very aggressive. And like the synths under Ben's like softer vocals. This whole album is based on essentially just how can I make music that is completely opposite, that like it's contrast to Ben's singing style. Mm-hmm. And like that's where the production comes in. So I agree, it's fun, it's cool, it's great because I don't want to hear just like softer synths under like soft like bend vocals. I want like aggressive stuff. I want heavy shit. I want stuff that drops. I want to keep me on my toes and stuff like that.
That's what all these songs are. That's what
they
all
are. They are. They're all pretty mid. They're all pretty.
Oh
mid.
my God! Stop saying they're.
Why? I like
they're
that
mid.
word now.
Like, come
That's
on, dude.
now.
What are you
That's who I am
fucking?
now.
Gen Z, TikTok.
Gen Z, red TikTok.
For sure, bro. I'm on TikTok too,
Nobody
bro.
even talks like that ever. This is how I think people talk. I mean, though no one talks like that. Only like our age group or older talks like that, actually, which is
with the Poway Southern California accent.
Yeah, kind of funny.
Which is weird too, because remember yesterday our Uber ride from Yucca?
Yeah.
That guy he's like 33. He said
33,
and it sounds like he's from Orange County, but he's born and raised here in Arizona. But I thought I would have pegged him as being grown up in like Huntington Beach.
dude. He sounded like.
He had that accent for sure.
Like, yeah, dude. Like this is my beach, dude. Like if you're not a local, you don't fucking serve these ways, bro.
Yes, dude. It was
like
weird.
he even talked like that though.
Yeah.
Not like the dude and bro things, but like he talked kind of like that, you know?
Yeah. Like
just
the
a
marble
lazy,
mouth,
a lazy
along.
gait.
Yeah.
Just yeah. I'm born and raised in Arizona, which I think is fucking weird because nobody's like born and raised here.
Yeah.
Everyone's from somewhere else.
What did he say? Like his mom or his dad was from New Jersey and his mom's from Barbados.
Yeah.
It's like, where does that come from?
I don't know.
And you grew up in Arizona? What?
I still don't know what the fuck Barbados is. So.
Well, I mean, like he was saying, it's in the Caribbean. But that's fine. You know where the Caribbean is.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you not know where it is?
If you show me a map, if you show me like the map of the Earth and just like show like all the like main continents, like what are there 7?
Yeah.
And you just said like point in the general vicinity of like the Caribbean, I would have trouble.
You would not.
I think
you would not.
Like Florida, like Cuba-esque, but like further southeast of Cuba.
That Cuba is like kind of part of. No, it's not part of, but it kind of is part of the Caribbean.
Okay, so like I would say the Cuba area,
like south of Florida, south
Cuba
of Florida
is.
Yeah, southeast. Yeah, definitely.
But like
southeast
Cuba's
Cuba's like
closer-
the farthest west.
Yes,
I think
to
it is,
America.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do know where it is.
Not to America, but to the rest of the Caribbean. Yes, because it's in the Gulf of Mexico.
Wait, so Cuba is not the closest like little tiny island to America?
I think no, it's not the closest. No, it's not the closest to America.
What's closer than Cuba?
Well, I mean, you have.
They take fucking boats over here, dude.
No,
like
but I mean,
Zodiacs.
but if you go to like Key West, like if you go to Florida, like the tip of Florida, like there's like 100 islands.
But those are like the Florida Keys. That's still America.
It kind of isn't. But then you get into like
those are America. The Beach Boys song fucking says it on the Florida Keys. Is Kokomo a real place? Is that a city?
I have no idea.
No.
I have no idea. I'm not that good at geography.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm really, really, really bad at geography.
You are terrible at
I'm
geography.
very, very bad at geography.
Yeah, you're not good at it.
Like there's only a couple things I'm really just not fucking good at.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling and geography. I'm fucking
you
not
suck
good
at bowling, man. I remember the last time we went bowling like 3 years ago.
Honestly,
I hate bowling, but I was better than you.
I'm a pretty like competitive person, and like if I'm not good at something, I will try to do my absolute best so that I'm at least adequate. But for whatever fucking reason, I've just never been good at bowling.
And you act like a child when you lose.
I'm so mad. I get so fucking mad.
You turn into somebody else.
I don't like it. I don't need to be the best at anything, but I don't want to be the worst at anything.
Yeah,
I like just being middle ground. I like being mid, like Death Cab for Cutie. Like
once again,
Postal Service.
Bring it back around.
Like, just kidding.
Such great heights.
This is a basic song, dude. This is a basic song.
Not a basic song.
This is a basic song. It's easy to get into. It's a good pop song. It's still a banger. It's my 3B. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a 3B. That's a top 3 song.
Should be your 1.
That's no.
I mean, I get it. It is a single. Whatever for that. What that's worth. I don't care. It's.
I just don't think there's any complexity here. There's no complexity here, and the fucking song is stupid. The lyrics are fucking dumb. Dude, these are not Ben's best lyrics.
No, they're not his best, but they are still good.
Not by any fucking.
I will
stretch
say
of the
lyrics on this
imagination.
record though are better than the lyrics on Transatlantic.
What are you Why do you say things that are just so
also
fucking wrong?
What I mean, and one of the 2 reasons why we're doing Postal Service this week is one because I'm out here in Arizona, and this is an easy record for us to get into. We don't have to do a lot of legwork. I don't know, man. I don't know.
The kids fucking get. Oh, that's the saddest of all boys. Oh, I don't fucking. I just don't care.
What are you saying?
That was my dig at Skip. We always have to have one thing to our.
At least
why are we so mean to our best, our most loyal of fans? Is that like a I guess that's like a term of endearment, right?
I would say so. Yes. Yeah.
Like the person that supports you the most, you're the meanest to. You treat like the fucking worst.
Yeah, that's kind of true too. I think because we like him the most, so it's like we feel like we can make fun of him the most.
That's probably true.
I feel like that's most of our friendships. You know, the more
That's
we
true.
like you,
That is true. That
the
is
more
true.
we like you, the more we're gonna kind of tease you.
If we don't like you, we just don't talk to you. Like you just
That's
you're just
true.
Not in. Yeah.
That's very, very true.
What about that?
Anyway, Such Great Heights. Also, what I like too is during that bridge, you get that little guitar, but that dun 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 dun. Just those kind of high parts.
We get like the.
Yeah, there's some like cool little guitar things thrown in there too, that you don't hear a lot on Death Cab stuff.
Well, that's what's cool about this record is because the District, you really don't get like any kind of like thing like that. The District is pretty much like electronic bass through and through. And so you're kind of thinking like, what's going on? Like Ben has he has a band that plays instruments.
Mm-hmm.
They do a little bit of electronic stuff in there. Is it just going to be an electronic like based album? And Such Great Heights throws in that, and so we get that.
That's so good.
Oh, cool! Like he is playing guitar.
It's so good.
Like, I get that. Okay, he is playing guitar. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So it's appeasing everybody. Everyone's happy. Everybody's having a good time.
And then when it drops into that chorus, when he starts with the wait, how does it? Wait, oh my god!
Well, after that part, then it's like a weird like shuffling like.
Yeah.
And then it goes back in they will see us running from such great nights come down.
They'll say.
But it's honestly the melody here. It's a good melody. I don't think it's a great melody. I just think the song is just a really well crafted pop song, and it's not deep. I don't think it's layered well. I don't think there's any kind of like textures other than that little guitar part. Like that's it. And the lyrics are borderline atrocious.
Dumb. Also, the back and forth with the whole stereo channel with that the boops and everything, the boops and beeps.
The boops and the beeps.
It starts and ends that way, which is really cool too. But also they throw that in kind of like lower in the mix. They kind of bury that part in the mix when the choruses kick in. I really do like that though. You hear the boops and the beeps, but you really have to be listening to hear them because the melody takes over and you're just transfixed with that. But the boops and beeps come in during that part too. It's cool, man. It's really, really cool.
These lyrics, bro. These lyrics, like some of these lyrics on this album, I thought were bad.
What? Are you kidding me?
Bad.
Dude, the lyrics.
This guy can write like damn near like operatic fucking conceptual masterpieces like Trans. And then we're talking about the freckles in our eyes meet. Like, what the fuck? Are you fucking joking me? They will see us climbing to such great heights. Come down now. They'll say, like, really, dude? That's what?
So my
Get the
views,
fuck outta here.
my views on Trans, his lyrics on Trans, is that he was trying way too hard to be like kind of existential and be moody and dramatic, and it came off as that. It really, really it came off as too much. But the lyrics on this record on Give Up, I mean, yeah, I agree. The lyrics on Such Great Heights are they are cheesier, but overall, the whole record, dude, his lyrics are way more straightforward, and they mean something, and he's not trying to be pretentious. And
he's not trying to be
way
pretentious on
better.
Trans. He's trying to write like a good like concept album. He's trying to write something that like means something.
He's trying to do something, and he doesn't do it that well.
No, he does it fucking amazing.
No, he doesn't. Dude, you're
It's
fucking dumb, dude. But really, in the
if
end,
you want to compare this to Trans is better than this all fucking day long. All
it
day
is
long.
you're so dumb.
All
dude.
day long.
No, this is the best, literally the best thing Ben Gibbard has ever done.
That is false.
This record. This is
Trans.
This is leaps and
Zoe
bounds.
Deschanel. Postal
So-
Service. Which I don't. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
That was just a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, because
I
you hate
don't.
Zoe. You hate Zoe.
I really don't. I think she's mid at best. Also,
She's beautiful though. She was. She is. She
She's
was.
she's mid in everything she does.
She's mid. Okay, that's a word, dude. But yeah, Give Up is the best thing Ben Gibbard has ever done.
So anyway, the real biggest banger, the real 1B, the
what do you
best song from this album is The District. The District Sleeps Alone Tonight.
That's my 2B. So
That's
what
the
do you
best
got on
song, kid.
It's not, but it's second best.
It's
close.
Okay, well,
It's close. It's close.
it's close.
It's close.
This is it's the opener, right? So like we don't know what's gonna happen. If you've been following Death Cab for a while, you hear this, and they did like that song together, the 4chan or whatever the Chan was, something Chan.
What? Oh, Evan or
Evan and,
something
I
of
think it was
Evan and Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't really we don't know what's happening with this music, and this thing comes in. It's like this weird like aggressive like synth intro. It's a broken beat
Fucking dark.
with that like aggressive synth. It lets Ben voices really raise up to higher levels. This is just like an incredible slow build. That chorus here, I think this chorus is one of the best choruses that Ben has ever done. He's doing stuff with his voice that he just never does. He doesn't really do it on Death Cab either. He's having fun with it. He's playing with his voice in the way like a guitarist would, in the way Jeff Beck would just like goof around with his guitar.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Now with this song, that opening, that kind of like very dark synth is very jarring to open an entire record that way. I think it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Also, the introduction of having another vocalist in there is really cool. And Jen, so there are two different Jens that are on this record.
That's annoying.
There's Jen Woods and a Jen
Lewis.
Jenny Lewis.
Jenny Lewis.
Jenny Lewis was from Rilo Kiley, sorry.
Yeah.
And then Jen Wood was from a band called Tattletale. And Jen Wood sang on Nothing Better and what was the other one? What was the other song?
The
Such Great Heights.
Yeah.
She did those two songs, and then Jenny Lewis did everything else. So, but opening the song with kind of the dual vocals is fucking incredible. It really is. I mean, Nothing Better does have the better back and forth kind of. Well, it's not even really back and forth, but it's more of a collaboration. But Jenny Lewis really killed it on The District Sleeps Alone Tonight. It's a great opener. It really is. But especially the Where I Am, where
I am smeared black ink. And he's not shy of like what do you call that when they do like their sibilants, right? Like with the S's, like the S's you can really hear the S's. I don't know what they call it for the P's and the K's, but he's not shy of saying like ink.
Yeah,
like that
your
sound.
Palms are sweaty.
My palms are sweaty.
I'm barely listening. I love the way he's very kind of quiet, like kind of timid about it, and then she comes in like angelic and beautiful. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah,
I love it.
Seems so out of context.
In this gaudy apartment complex.
Dude, it's so good.
Stranger with the door key.
I think these lyrics, this is more Death Cab than Postal Service lyrics. This is now Ben finally kind of like building a world, building a scene, building like an identity through his lyrics, like showing us something, showing us how he feels through whatever like world he's trying to build there, right? Because the song's about a breakup that he went through with his girlfriend because he spent too much time with the band, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck? But again, it's world building. The purpose of the song is he's coming to terms with why she left him, and it's because of him, because he was never there, because he's an asshole, whatever it is. But that second verse is super, super wild. Because when you go through a breakup, you also have to break up with like the friends, the acquaintances, the middle ground. And so like what better way to like express that feeling is everyone like around you now sees you wearing a name tag. This is, hi, my name is Jeff. Hi, my name is, I got fucking dumped. And now he's talking about having to wear this name tag around his fucking friends and these acquaintances. And that's an awkward situation that we've all been in.
Yeah, we have.
And I like that. That's
Now,
cool.
I thought the song was about something a little bit different than that. I thought it was about him being dumped, but not really understanding what that means or the implications of that. I feel like she dumped him because of his priorities of choosing the band over her, but not really understanding like she's moving on, even though she said she's going to move on and breaking up. She doesn't. He doesn't get it. So like the parts where the stranger with the door key, in the gaudy apartment complex is him kind of realizing, oh my gosh, she's moved on. Another person, she's started a relationship with another person. That's what I gather from this song.
I mean,
and then his loneliness, of that. But when it comes to the transatlanticism lyrics, I feel like most of those lyrics were about, him kind of blaming her for, the failure of the relationship. But this song is his failure. Is like it's how kind of a shitty of a person he is
Yeah.
rather than her.
He says that's why I was the one worth leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
But like transatlanticism was a deep dive into loneliness, into his it was about a relationship, but it was really about like the way it affects him and his mood and the way he sees the world, the way normal looking buildings and scenes and the way he has seen the same ocean 1,000 times, but now because he feels lonely, it's as if the ocean has like a vendetta against him personally, which is like these are literary terms that like Shakespeare and other novelists, I don't read books, but other novelists put. I think it's called like onomatopoeia or some shit like that, where you put like human attributes into non-human characteristics or personification. I think is actually what it is. But like that's what transatlanticism was. That was a deep dive into like the psyche of Ben Gibbard at that time, and pulling everything out from there where there's nothing left. Give Up's good.
Give Up is better.
But it's not better.
Oh my God.
I like literally just gave you like
I know what you said.
Like an intense fucking 1 minute extrapolation for why transatlanticism is goated.
I know what you did. I don't agree. I know what you did though.
Dude, trans
and we
is
just
so
did
fucking
trans
good.
like 3 weeks ago.
It's so fucking good.
It's not so fucking good. It's not so freaking
Like
good.
it's exhausting even just like listening to it because it's an emotional roller coaster that exhausts me.
Dude.
I feel tired after it.
Okay, so when in regards to Sad Boy season that we just did, where we did Death Cab Transatlanticism, Dashboard, The Places You've Come to Fear the Most, and The Cure, The Head on the Door, Transatlanticism was the worst.
That's silly.
Out of those 3 records, that was the worst.
I think like arguably if you're talking about Sad Boy season where like Sad Boy is really like somebody that lets like the world and current events affect their moods, their emotional states, I think Trans may be the saddest of all boys.
No,
because he truly bends the world around him because of the way he feels. An objective fact of the world that he sees that has been the same day in and day out is now completely changed, flipped upside down because he's sad. That is the fucking definition of Sad Boy season. You cannot get more Sad Boy than that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with you on that.
Damn.
I agree with you on that.
Dude, I'll go do Trans again. I'll put my fucking
wanna do
notes.
that. I don't
I'll
wanna
pull
do
my
that.
notes. We'll do Trans again.
I
I'm
don't wanna do
excited.
that again.
Oh
I don't
my
wanna do
God,
that again.
Trans is so fucking good.
All right, District Sleeps Alone tonight. Do we have anything else on this one?
No.
So
It's the
one
best
one
song.
thing I want to talk about this band real quick is that how this record was recorded was very, very different, especially for its time. A lot of this was done during 2002. Jimmy Tamborello from DN, is it DNTEL?
2002?
That's when this album was recorded.
Oh,
it was released in 2003.
I was just curious because 2002 is the same year the world champion Anaheim Angels won the World Series in baseball. But keep going.
that's a fun fact that you throw around a lot. But
Right here, 2002.
But this record was written and recorded in 2002, and it was done in a very unique way to where they would literally mail CDRs of songs and ideas to each other. Ben was living up in Washington. I think Jimmy was living in maybe LA or New York. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Cares.
But they were mailing each other files and stuff on CDR, which is crazy when you think like going back to that. Like, cause do you remember when
completely obsolete?
When you used to burn CDs, you could either burn like an MP3 CD to where you could listen to it in your car, or you can burn a data CD where you could burn actual like files.
But you had to have a special player.
Yeah, you did. You had to have a special burner, and then your computer had to be able to read the data files
or your CD player, whatever it was.
Exactly. It's a very niche and weird thing that only was around for maybe popular for like 5 years. I don't say around, but popular for like 5 years. And it was very unique. But yeah, they would literally just fucking burn data files onto a CDR, and then send it off to.
But it was like the difference of putting like one album on a CD or like a discography on a CD.
Yeah.
Like it was a huge fucking difference.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know what that specific thing was, or you didn't have a player, it was completely worthless.
Absolutely.
You could not play it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. But also, like if you were to do like a data CD, you could put way more things. You could put like a lot more shit on it. Yeah. Because all of it was compressed. It was like zip file compressed to shit. So yeah, you could put a bunch of files and all that kind of shit.
It's a fucking discography.
Yeah,
everything.
it was cool, man. It was. I wouldn't say it was.
It was
cool.
it was cool. It was the Wild West.
I just remember too, like when all that, when my friend Sean got or his dad was like a computer guy, like he did a lot of stuff with computers, and he was the first person I ever knew, like 5th grade, who had a CD burner, and that kind of changed a lot of things. I was still doing cassettes at that time. Still 6th grade. I was still doing cassettes, recording off the radio.
Yeah.
But then CD burners came out, and you can go to the library, rent CDs at the library. You could still do that actually. You could rent CDs at Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster Music was a thing? It was Blockbuster Video and Blockbuster Music. And we would go there, rent a bunch of CDs, and then just go home, burn them all, and then bring them back.
Because like by high school, we all had like at least a computer at the house. Like my dad had a computer, my mom had a computer. Mm-hmm. And all computers by high school, so that was 2001-ish.
Yeah.
All computers at that time, you could burn CDs on.
Yeah, most of them, yeah, you could.
Because that's when I really got into like downloading music on like Kazaa.
Napster.
I never used Napster. It was just Kazaa.
I used Napster and I used LimeWire,
and then I got into LimeWire,
and then I got into torrents.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, Napster was my first thing. That was my first one.
Yeah, it was fun. It was Kazaa, and it was just I downloaded so much music, and it was available then. I guess like every home had a computer that could burn CDs. But
not every home had DSL internet. Like Sean's dad had DSL, and everybody was still dial-up. And this is like 2000, but he had 2000. Oh yeah, it's 2000. He had DSL, so that was like fast fucking internet. That was so fucking fast.
I had to download shit like at night because that's when like nobody was like awake and stuff, and I would leave it like going all night to doing its thing. Yeah.
And then if somebody calls you on the phone, it would cancel everything out, and so you have to restart whatever you're downloading. Yeah, dude, that shit was wild, man.
I remember like waking up and like, oh fuck yeah, because like that's when I like download like the AFI records and shit. Yeah, that's how I got into like
or songs, not even like whole albums, like songs.
But like I would wake up after like 8 hours of sleep and like, oh, I hope that one record downloaded. I hope I got that whole Less Than Jake fucking record. That's yeah, that was good times.
But yeah, I mean that was the technology at this time. 2002. It was still very much most people were still using dial-up at that point, and burning CDs, data CDs, and all that kind of shit. It's fucking wild. And so they were mailing things back and forth to each other, and that's where they came up with the name, the Postal Service, because they mailed things through the Postal Service. And then eventually, they got a cease and desist by the Postal Service.
It's like, duh.
Yeah, and then Ben Gibbard actually went and like met with some of the people.
He met with the Postmaster General.
He did.
That's a big deal,
and
dude.
They essentially struck a, or
they
did
had to play a concert for their fucking like holiday party or some shit. They sold their CDs in
on
stores.
The website.
on the website in stores.
Yeah,
stupid.
But it's genius. It's easy fucking marketing, man. Easy as fuck there.
It's kind of cool because that is completely obsolete now. Like that just like why would I send you a CDR? Like why would I do that? That's stupid. I can just send you a file and achieve the same end result there. But what this does at the time is it forces you to use your time wisely, right? I get a CD. I have X amount of hours in my week because I'm having a full-time job. I'm doing music for my other projects. Yeah. So I only have so much time to like figure out what I can add to this. And I can't just like text you a clip of what I'm doing and hope you like it. And you say, just change that little part right there. Like I had to put my best effort into this before I mail it back to you because I don't want to waste your time too. So I think like doing this made these guys only do the best. Like only do the best. Yeah. And the bonus songs, you listen to the bonus songs?
I did. Yeah.
I put little notes in the bonus songs.
I didn't put any notes, but that's fine.
If you listen to the bonus songs, it's just, dude, they're nothing compared to these.
Yeah, I mean, they really are.
Fucking nothing compared to these. And I like that. I like that you're picking and choosing your battles.
Yeah.
You're using your time very, very wisely because time is money. And if it's not making money right now, it's
But also, this album cost them like nothing to make. I think
except time.
Yeah, well, yeah, it took time, but
time is still worth something.
It is, but we're talking about like actual cash, the monetary value of it.
They didn't think it was going to make any money.
It cost less than $50,000. Like everything, said and done, marketing, producing the CDs, everything said and done under $50,000.
And they thought it was going to sell nothing. They thought like maybe we'll make our money back.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
and this
call it
ended
a
up
day.
being the most. So Sub Pop, they signed with Sub Pop. They released this record on that label, and this ended up becoming their Sub Pop's best-selling record.
second best.
Oh yeah, behind Nirvana.
Behind Bleach. Like,
Yeah,
get the
behind
fuck
Nirvana.
out
Okay.
of here. Like that's what beat us. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Like
with that.
I got beat by Nirvana.
But this sold
Okay.
over 1 million copies.
Dude.
And like no, like they had no intention of playing shows. They played
No.
a few shows, at the time, but it wasn't a lot. And the fact that this sold over 1 million copies is
I
unreal.
think that's insane.
And it was 1 million copies within like I think 2 years.
It was super.
It was
quick.
very, very quick. So it wasn't over the last 20
for a
years.
niche band like this, for a very like aggressively kind of like niche genre of music.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like what the fuck?
Also, what I love about this too, like not only were they sending things back and forth, but there, like it says, I read that Ben only traveled to meet with Jimmy twice over the recording of this record, and one of the times was to do vocals with Jenny, like in the studio. Like they actually went into a studio with Jenny, and they had her record her parts, and then he recorded some of his parts again, just to kind of like get with the field with her.
Nail it home.
And then the other time was to come over here and mix the record. They didn't mix the record in a studio. They did it in fucking Jimmy's bedroom.
Yeah.
They got together in his fucking bedroom and mixed this record. That goes to show, man. You can make this incredible. Like if the songs are there, you can make an incredible record in a fucking bedroom.
I agree. That's true.
We talk about bands spending $1 million on production and drum sounds and whatever guitar sounds and even just electronics.
Hiring producers.
Hiring all this shit. I mean, yes, of course, there is a time and place for that, but spending $1 million on it, come on, guys. These guys spent less. They spent a few grand, honestly. In all honesty, they spent a few grand recording this actual record.
Yeah.
Like most of that $50,000 budget is probably advertising and marketing.
Yes. They essentially spent like a year's salary to complete this record and put it out there for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
And no. It doesn't happen. It'll never happen again like this.
No.
There's just no way.
Well, it's such an archaic way of recording music. Why would you do this? Unless
you can still,
unless you're trying to be nostalgic about it, like nobody would record music like this.
You can still do this, and you can still like be at home and stuff like that. But I think like where music is at now, we're not recording albums like this. Like even this whole thing is kind of like a super conceptual type of thing in the meta sense.
Yeah.
But like we will never get something like this ever again. Even like Death Cab has never achieved something quite like this. This is weird. This is unique. This is weird in music. Like no one in music has ever really done this.
I mean, obviously bands, they record their parts, they email it or drop or not Dropbox, but various ways of transferring files to each other, file transferring services to each other. I mean that's very, very common. Even Blink did it on Neighborhoods, and they clearly did it on the new album too, on One More Time. It's common. It's very, very common nowadays. But back then in 2002, I mean, file sharing was even though Napster had blown up and died at this point, file sharing was still very much in its infancy. And to do it with CDRs is even crazier. And what I think was so cool too, like kind of going off topic a little bit, the Mars Volta did this 2 years ago when their self-titled record, because of all the Scientology shit that Cedric was going through and a lot of the sabotaging that was going on, Omar and Cedric were actually sending files old school like this. They were burning stuff onto CDRs and sending them to each other from El Paso to LA and back and forth.
Just to be like surreptitious about it? Like,
well,
just
because Cedric was harassed, or he still is harassed so much by Scientology.
They were killing his dogs, weren't they? Like
they were,
dogs?
They killed his dogs, and they were like hacking into his social media, email, and all that kind of shit. So the thought was, because of all this, why would we email or file share online? We don't want that to happen, and obviously we can't be together all the time because we're grown ass men now. So they would literally burn shit on CDRs and send it to each other.
Yeah, that's cool.
I thought that. I mean, 2022 when all that shit was happening.
That's by that's by default, right? Like we had to do that type of thing. I think another thing that just keeping going in theme with the recording process, like every interview you read, every like quote you see from Ben and
Jimmy, Yes, you me.
They never thought this would be big. They just like, oh, I just wanted to do this because it sounded like it was fun, and it was kind of just like a dull moment in my life. Not like I'm a sad boy or anything like that. It was just like, I had nothing else really to do, so I'll just do this. Like neither of them ever thought this would be
Anything.
like what it is today.
Oh yeah.
And so they're doing this. They're doing this like for fun. They're doing this for them. They're doing this for no fucking reason than because I don't know. I'm bored.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do it for.
Also, I read too that Jimmy and Ben had met at a Flowbots concert.
Oh, dude, that song Flowbot, that handlebar song. That's what it is.
Do Flowbots do handlebars?
Yeah, I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
I remember that song, but that was
song's
Flowbots?
so fucking good. Yeah, that's Flowbots.
So yeah, back in 2000, I
Unreal
don't know,
song.
1 or 2, they went to a Flowbots concert, not together, but they met there. And I mean, I didn't check the source. It seems a little weird, but from what I was reading, that's kind of where they met.
I can see it. Flowbots are very kind of like
they're terrible.
but they're terrible. You don't like the handlebar song?
I fucking hate that song.
I think the handlebar song is one of like the coolest like lyrical like rap songs of all time. I think it's amazing. I
hate that song.
I think it's such a cool. It's such a cool story of like a kid like riding his bike with no handlebars, put his hands up in the air, and he has these wild dreams of ending the world in this nuclear holocaust. But at the end of the song, he gets scared and has to put his hands back on the handlebars. Oh, it's so good.
Wow.
You're crazy, dude. That's a good song. The fuck out of here. And the dun 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 dun.
I've never
dun,
liked that
dun,
song.
dun.
I've never.
That is true. You've long hated that song. I don't know why. It's a
dumb
good
song.
song.
All right.
You're a fucking
So
dumb song.
we've done Such Great Heights, District, Places of Prison, because you pretend to hate that song for whatever
That
reason.
sounds an okay song. That's not, dude. That if you said that was your 6B, okay. 5B,
It's my 3B, man.
that's stupid.
3B.
That is
All right.
stupid.
So what do you got for your number 4? What's your 4B?
We will
four
become
banger.
silhouettes.
Become Silhouettes. That's my 7B.
When our bodies finally go.
There you go. That's my
Dude,
7B.
we become silhouettes when our bodies finally go is probably like my favorite thing to sing on this entire album. I absolutely love it. I think it's smooth. This whole song is so smooth. I love when the chorus is over. Let me get back into like the next verse part, and it kind of speeds up and you get that little piano riff, that ding 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 thing going on. It's just good. It's just good, and it tells a cool story. It's a dumb concept, but it tells a cool story. Like trans, right?
Yeah. Also prior to us recording today, we over the last like 2 hours, we've been singing that part
And
over and over again.
again.
We'll become silhouettes when our
Dude.
bodies finally go.
It's silly. It's absolutely fucking silly. It's such a good fucking song.
The Baba Bas are so dumb, but I love them.
Like they do. The song is about like him breaking up, but like attributing that breakup or comparing that breakup to being huddled up in like a bunker, preparing for like nuclear war.
Oh yeah,
Like that's
I love
so
it.
over the top,
It
bro.
is,
Like,
but
you know
I
what
love
you
it.
mean?
I love it.
Like come on, really?
I love it.
Like you're the only fucking person on earth that has broken up with your fucking girlfriend. Get the fuck out of here. But again, like that's trans, right? The world around you is now morphed into something different. Normal things are now being like extraordinary and bizarre, and you've never seen the same things the way you're seeing them now because of the breakup. That's emotional, dude.
That is, dude.
That's emo, dude.
That is, dude. Well, but I love that. That initial feeling when you break up, when you get dumped, and nothing else in the world matters. There is that portion
Yeah.
of time where nothing else matters, and that's all you think about, and you just want to. I don't say you want to die, but you just want to.
You do feel
like feeling like any interaction with another human is just going to be. It's pointless. What is the point?
Yeah.
What's the point in all of this?
and you do. It's natural. You do feel like no one else knows what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Even though it's a silly concept, right?
It's
Like,
very, very
get the
stupid.
fuck out of here.
And we're literally talking about it right now.
Like, come on. Like, obviously, like you're not the fucking first person, but like that's what you feel like. And
This is also like a very upbeat song. I'm kind of a sucker for that. When the lyrics are really dark, but the beat is more upbeat. And I like that, and they do it really well in this. And clearly, we keep singing that hook.
It's so
we'll
good.
become. It's the harms. Just Jen absolutely nails it with the harms, and not just that part, but the entirety of this song. Her harms are incredible.
I think what's
incredible.
so great about that line, like the we will become, and then the second part, silhouettes, when our bodies finally go, is like it will become, and then you're kind of like waiting, like what will we become? Like, are we gonna will we have a happy ending? And then it's like silhouettes when our bodies finally go, and it's just kind of like, damn, that was dark. That was fucked up, dude.
I also love the darkness of those lyrics.
You built me up just to fucking tear me down. It's
it's just like, it's almost like him thinking like, we'll finally be together again when we're both dead.
When we're dead.
It's
dude, that's dark stuff. It's nasty
dark.
stuff.
It's so emo. It's so sad boy. Oh my God. It really is.
So good.
All right. So do we have anything else on We Will Become Silhouettes?
No.
Silhouettes?
Silhouettes.
All right. So that was your 3B, right?
Yeah. No, that was my 4B.
4B? Really? Oh, yeah. Well, no. What was
Such
your
Great
3B?
Heights was my 3B.
What was your 2?
We got on my 2 yet.
What's your 2?
What was your 1? Such Great Heights. What is your 2?
District was my number 2.
What's your 3?
My 3 is This Place is a Prison. with the scurrying feet. Come on,
so
guy.
Stupid.
Come on, guy.
So my number 2 is Nothing Better. There would be nothing better than making you my wife.
That's my 4B. My 4B. It's so good. Oh my God.
I will say like, dude, cheesy to the max here. These lyrics are fucking just straightforward. Like, we're getting 2 sides of this story, and it's cheesy as fuck, but it's the contrast, man. The back and forth between the two. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
And this is Jen Wood. This and Such Great Heights were the only songs that she was actually really on. But this is her lead. This is the back and forth. Ben gets the first verse, she gets the second. Ben does the first chorus, and they kind of share the second chorus. What are you doing? You walking around? Just walking around right now. Walking around the office. I don't know what he's doing. I never know what he does.
And
anyway,
we'll become
Nothing Better. The one thing that makes this song so incredible is that you get the first verse, then the bridge and chorus, or no, the pre-chorus and chorus, and then it kind of stops, and then Jen comes in and says, "I feel I must interject here," and you hear the boom, boom.
It's that break in the beat.
It's
the orchestra comes in.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's very much like when Tom comes in. Where are you? You know what I mean? Like, Mark's part's great, Ben's part's great, but when she drops in, it's just like, damn, that's just that's another level kind of shit.
It really, really is. And I feel like the Plus 44 song "Make You Smile" I feel like that is very much inspired by this song.
Yes, oh for sure.
Because the way that Mark and Carol Heller play off of each other in that song is fucking incredible. And that's honestly, when it comes to like Blinken family, like Blink-182 and all their side bands, "Make You Smile" from Plus 44 is wildly, wildly underrated. That is an incredible song. Between that duet, oh my God.
Okay.
Forget about that. That is Postal Service level. That is a Postal Service level song right there.
It's basic. It's mid. It's fine.
Fuck out of here, dude.
I'm just gonna keep saying. I say mid so much. I'm just gonna keep saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it until it goes on the no list.
I guess
But until then, I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm just an old man, I guess.
Just get off my lawn.
What the fuck you kids doing on my
lawn? The fuck you kids doing? Yeah, Nothing Better. Honestly, it's just a good song. It's just a good song. There's really nothing deep. There's nothing complex here. There's nothing really going on. It's just a song built around the playfulness of Ben and Jen. Like that's it. Like they could be saying anything. They could be talking about anything. I don't care. It's just fun to hear them two sing together. And it's always just fun to hear. That's why Sonny and Cher were so fucking popular. It's just fun to hear like a male and a female vocalist go at it, go back and forth. We love it.
But I think that's what we like in general.
What was that?
I'm just breathing. What's wrong with? I'm just breathing.
What is that? What are you tired? What are you irritated? What do you fight? What is that?
I think that's what we both like. We like the dynamic of the high and the low. Look at Tom and Mark. We love the Tom and Mark, the high and the low of that.
Who does that?
Who does what?
I just never heard anybody just like start normal sentences with
I guess I don't know. It's either frustration or I'm just kind of I'm happy. Or
just breathe normal.
I'm just happy to be here.
Why is your breathing not? Do you need an inhaler?
But have you ever just been like kind of just like relaxed and comfortable and just like thinking about just happy things.
I still
And you
breathe
just kinda,
normal.
No, but sometimes you have that sigh that kind of like, oh, like I feel good. Like this is nice.
Why did you wait until it was your turn though? That's what I don't understand.
I wasn't waiting. I was just sighing because you had finished up and I was thinking, I was reflecting on what you were saying. I was reflecting on what you were saying. I was just happy. I love this album. I love this album.
Look at fucking.
Also, that me also thinking about
Ralph
Tom,
Waldo Emerson,
Tom
over
and
here.
Mark. I like talking about Blink clearly. So I'm excited to what we're. It doesn't fucking matter.
I feel like somebody turned the fucking downstairs fridge on a warmer setting, and it's fucking irritating me because all these beers are like 45 degrees, and it's bothering me because it's slightly just too warm, and I don't want that shit and pissing me off.
That's Fahrenheit for those outside the U.S.
For
45 Fahrenheit.
For everybody that goes by the wrong system. Yeah, I don't honestly. I don't have a lot of notes on Nothing Better because I don't think it's a complex song. I think it's just a very pleasant song that I think anybody can really just agree that that was a good listen.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not much there to disagree on.
It's one of the more straightforward songs on the record when it comes to the music and production, but what it comes down to is the back and forth between Ben and Jen Wood in this one.
Ben and Jen, Ben and Jerry's.
Once again, I feel I must interject here. Boom, boom. Just that little those
interject
two notes.
here.
Those two notes. It's so good.
You're getting
But
carried away.
lyrically, it's about Ben's view. So it's the breakup. It's during a breakup. Ben is he's fighting for the relationship. He wants to have it continue on, but Jen wants to just completely cut it off and just move on and do her own thing. So like the first verse is like him not wanting to accept that it's over, and he's willing to work on it. And then it goes into like Ben begging her. He's begging her to tell him that how he can make it right, and then the chorus is him like manipulating her. I also saw this on the Transatlanticism record. There are moments where he's trying to manipulate her. It doesn't show him in a bright light, but I get it.
Let's be real.
That's part of a relationship.
Let's be real. Cypress Hill style. Let's be real. That's what everybody does in relationships. That's
Agreed.
what relationships are.
Both
They
sides.
fucking are, dude. They're manipulative. You do things, you say things to try and get your partner to like see the world the way you do, or do things that you want them to do. And it stems from like you caring about that person, but ultimately like we're humans, dude. We want to survive, and we want things that benefit us in the end. And so like I think all relationships are manipulative in some aspect, no matter what.
100%.
But I think a good, healthy relationship is one that acknowledges that and says, okay, I'm okay with probably like getting manipulated at some points if I can also do the manipulating at some points also.
In the end, it comes down to a compromise.
Right.
A compromise of manipulation.
A good relationship isn't just like about like lust and love. It's a contract. Like we made fun of Pat Connolly for all those fucking years, right? Where he's like, oh, marriage is a fucking contract. You get it's compatible. Remember we laughed at him. We're still kind of laughing now, but like realistically, that's fucking what it is.
I pretty much laugh at anything Pat has ever said.
But the dude said that shit at like 16 years old, and it's like you're right, dude. You're not finding a partner that someone who you're gonna be like goo goo gaga over every fucking day. There's gonna like it takes work, dude.
Yeah, like
it's a lot of work. And then the OC too. Sandy says that shit. Yeah. Seth is like, hey, do you and mom ever fight? And he says, do we fight all the fucking time? Yeah. He says, but like it takes work, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, but it's worth it. Like that's being an adult, dude. That's being an adult, dude.
Love Sandy.
So I don't like to say that people that are being manipulative in relationships are just the worst people of all time. Basically, all relationships are manipulative in some aspect. But I think at some point you kind of get older and you realize that the type of manipulation you're doing is sort of beneficial to both parties there.
Obviously, one can outdo the other in regards to manipulation. But, even in a perfect relationship, there's going to be some form of manipulation.
And that word, like manipulation, right? It's just such a gross word.
It is.
It has just it's negative connotations, and it's like you can manipulate somebody into like quitting fucking heroin. You can manipulate somebody into like stop gambling or whatever it is. It's still manipulative, but you're working at somebody because you think that what you perceive their lifestyle is not great, and you want them to be a better person at it, but they can't do it on their own. So you're trying to help them in a sneaky way.
Yeah. I
mean, is that bad? Is that good? I don't know.
It all comes down to context. That's what it comes down to, is context. But unfortunately, like over the last many years, being manipulative has it's only has a negative connotation. Like there are positive uses to manipulation. Like it's not, a lot of it is bad. A lot of it is, emotionally driven. And
when you're R. Kelly and you're grooming people,
then that is fucking
David
terrible.
Bowie and you're doing that shit. I get that.
David Bowie, yeah, definitely.
But when you're a normal person, just trying to maybe tweak that one like fatal flaw in your partner to make him a little bit better without like specifically telling them day after day after day after day. And maybe that comes to the honesty thing. I don't know. I think relationships are complex creatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like complex creatures. Again, I don't think it's all just about like, oh, I fucking love you every fucking day.
Extremely
of my life.
Complex.
Dude, there are some days that you should be hating the person that you're with. Otherwise, you're not normal. That's silly. There's no way you can wake up every fucking day and think like, oh my God, you're the best in the world. It's silly boy talk.
It is. I agree.
We are humans.
I agree.
We are emotional creatures.
And, it's just like every person seeks a different type of, like, I don't know.
Dude, there are days where like if we're getting real talk here, there are days like, dude, the kids are fucking annoying. I'm like, oh my God. Like, how are you this annoying? But like I don't you move on. You know that this is a small part of your day that will pass at some point because you're irritated at this moment. But like really, like weird, dude. Like I guess like what it comes down to when I hear like couples that are just like, oh, he's the best. I love him so much. He's so great. Like, well, like what does he piss? What about him pisses you off? Nothing. He's perfect. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I know.
Get the fuck out of here.
Now you're just lying to me. You're lying to me.
You can lie to yourself.
Now you're manipulating me. So, you're making me think there's nothing wrong.
Get the fuck out of here. I can pinpoint at least 15 different things that irritate him about me, me about him, him about me.
And you
me
can't
about
tell,
him.
you about him,
me about him.
but you can't tell me that nothing about him annoys you.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here,
dude. That's a lot of him, me, yous, and that.
Like, I'm not telling you like break up or divorce or whatever the fuck it is. I'm just like, come on, brother.
Be
You don't
honest.
get annoyed.
Be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be honest, man. Be real. Gotta be honest.
All right, so what did we just do? Nothing better.
Don't wake me up, count on sleeping in.
Is that so? That's your number 5, right?
That's my 5B.
That's my 5B as well. I can't believe you guessed my top 5 here. That's so annoying.
You're predictable, so.
Well, that's.
I like that you're annoyed by that, though. It's
really annoying because you rarely ever get it that right.
That's true.
You never ever get it that right, but you nailed it. So what do you have on Sleeping In?
I will say, this may be the worst lyrics on the record.
Why?
Because this is so fucking cheesy. This is so like, we're talking about like, let me just like paint you a picture of a perfect world.
Yeah.
Like, really, dude? That's pathetic. That's dumb. That's childish. That's high school. That's amateur. That's Bush League. These are stupid.
Really
and the whole
is.
the whole JFK thing too, that's interspersed in here. I think that's pathetic. But
Well, it's not pathetic. It was just
I think it's pathetic. But he's so fucking lucky
fucking gay.
that this song is so goddamn catchy that I don't care what you're saying. I just like how you're saying it.
So his lyrics, to me at least, are, he's talking about, he's so depressed and anxiety ridden and anxious about life in general. So his only source of relief is when he's sleeping. So that's why he wants to sleep in, dude. And what he describes in the verse is he's just talking about like a random series of events, just like that's how dreams are. Dreams are just a random series of events. Nothing really makes sense. Like what Mitch Hedberg said. He said, dreams are so crazy. Like last night I dreamt about, building a go-kart with my landlord.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what dreams are. And that's what he's kind of going over. He's just talking about like, yeah, the JFK thing and just random events and like how, like the positive outcomes of all of them, or just I don't know, man. That's really what this song is. It's just, he wants to continue on with just feeling good.
Just for my own personal curiosity, do you think dreams mean anything? What do you think dreams are?
I don't know. I feel like in a hopeful sense, I think dreams are an alternate reality, and it's I feel like our bodies,
baby.
our consciousness goes to another plane of reality. That's what I want to believe.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% there in believing it, but that's what I want it to be. I want it to be a a stream of
Like
consciousness.
somewhere, someplace, like there's an alternate Tyler dreaming or being awake
that's what
at the
we
same
are.
time you're dreaming, and you're both kind of doing the same thing. And now this bridge has been made, and for that brief moment, you're connected.
Yeah.
What I think it is, what I really think it is, I think it's just like a information dump of your brain. Your brain just has all these things that it takes in throughout the day, throughout the year, and because of again, we are human, and the way we process information is to put it into story form. Your brain dumps information, but doesn't know how to just like dump it like a dumpster dumps it. It has to like put it into like story form, and then do that and get rid of it that way.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to the brain. That's what I think.
But I've also read things to where like the dream, like whenever you dream, it's only like a 3 to 5 second span of like actual life, like of life, you know. So like a dream can seem like hours. That can go on for hours.
It's that REM cycle, dude.
But
that's great. It starts with.
But in actual real time, if you consider time real, it's only 3 to 5 seconds.
So like you have younger siblings. Like, did you ever like open their eyeballs when they were sleeping?
Oh
like,
yeah, oh totally.
Do you ever see their eyeballs like
it's
during the
like
REM
flickering.
state and they're like going back and forth?
Yeah,
that's just fucking weird.
It is fucking weird. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like people have younger siblings have no issue like opening someone else's eyeballs when they're
like,
sleeping.
I mean, like with siblings, it's like, yeah, you love them, but it's just like you want to just kind of.
I'm gonna do fucked up shit to you because you're an asshole. And fuck
you're assholes to each other. It's not just like the younger siblings are dickholes to older siblings too.
Such is life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember distinctly opening like my younger sister's eyelids. I'm like, oh, that's crazy,
dude. That is a memory I have not thought of in decades. I remember specifically, like right now, I remember specifically going to Brooke and just kind of opening up her eyes and just her eyes like going all over the place, like like flickering, not flickering, but just flicking back.
Yeah,
and forth.
back and forth.
Yeah, that's crazy. God, it's stupid. Kids are.
That's siblings, dude.
Siblings and kids are just kind of
kids. I think all kids are stupid. All kids are stupid, for sure.
But anyway, sleeping in, dude. There's so many tangents on this episode.
Yeah, that's all right.
Fucking hell.
Well, again, this comes with either an episode that the album of the week is really really good, or there's not a lot there.
Last week I had the strangest dream.
And he's singing now. He never sings. Never does karaoke. Never once does karaoke.
Because these songs are so catchy. Like all the verses, everything is catchy. The way Ben sings, this is why for a long time Ben was one of my favorite singers. Because of this record. I love the way he tells stories on this record. I love the way his melodies go and just his.
These are such like shallow stories though. Like,
but
you should have liked Trans more, because those are like more complex, deeper, more interesting stories. These are shallow stories.
But I think the songs make it. They elevate the lyrics. They 100% elevate.
These
the
songs
lyrics.
all these songs are the fucking same.
Oh my god!
If you take Ben's vocals out of these, every fucking one of these songs is the same. They're the same song.
They're not. Do we have anything else on Sleeping In?
No.
God damn, man!
Don't wake me up. I like that part. Don't wake me up.
Right.
Let's
We've done 6 songs already out of the 10.
I mean like one. I have a couple more bangers, but
yeah. What do you got next?
We
can kind of like go through these other ones fast.
Recycled Air. That's a banger. That's fine. I think these verses are super super Death Cab. You get like slightly melodic, but like leads to like a really easy transition to like a nursery rhyme type of chorus.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a lot of ambient noise here. I like this one because it takes its time, and it's just there's not a lot going on here, but it's a slow burn. I like that.
Yeah, I mean I agree. Recycled Air is my what is this one? It's my 9B. It's lower tier. I feel like lyrically, it's just his anxiety of flying. I think there's much going on there. There's some cool, like, the Baba Ba's cheesy, but I love them.
See, I like. I mean, we talked about it with Robert Smith and Ben. I like when they give inspiration to where their song came from, but I also love when they don't tell you what the song is about.
Yeah,
like that's for me.
I don't feel like there's anything deep about the song lyrically.
No,
like the Baba Ba's, they're so kind of their lullaby that ba 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 ba.
There's a lot of like lullabies.
They're very subdued, but I feel like the ba ba bas are necessary in the context of the lyrics, in that or how he sings them, is it's him trying to relax his brain, just relax in general, because of his anxiousness of flying, his anxiety. So the ba ba bas are necessary, but they don't make for the best song on the record. That's for sure.
It's not the best song. That's why I said it's not the.
It's
not
9B.
Clark Gable.
Okay.
Next one.
That's my number 8.
That's my 7.
Okay.
I do think this is a kind of forgotten about banger.
Yeah.
It's a little faster, a little more aggressive. It's got a nice like low end to it that changes pace, and it never gets too like aggressive. Like some of these like lower synth parts kind of like get a little bit heavier, a little bit faster, but they never get too aggressive. So it always keeps in the same tone of the Postal Service. And Clark Gable's fine.
It is. But I do love that chorus. The lyrics in Clark Gable, I want so badly to believe that there is truth, that love is real, and I want the life I want life in every word to the extent that it's absurd. I love that.
So silly.
I love the lyrics in that, man. It's so teenage, like early 20s angst. God damn, dude, it's so good. I love it. I love it so much. Man, I'm just gonna sigh.
I knew it. I did the same thing you did. Did you hear me?
I heard. That's why I made fun of you.
I was doing it to make fun of you because you did it earlier.
Yeah, but then I noticed that you were doing it, so I did it too.
Right. And then Brand New Colony. That's my last B.
Brand New Colony.
But it's mostly the 8-bit fun intro.
Boom, 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 boom. And it's cool because like that song is sandwiched between This Place Is a Prison and Natural Anthem. Like, because This Place Is a Prison is a very super dark, melancholy song like we talked about. And it has that really loud acoustic drum beat. And then, Brand New Colony comes in with the 8-bit shit. And it's a very, very pop-driven song. And Natural Anthem, which we'll get into in a moment, I'm sure. But it's super dark as well. And this song, Brand New Colony, to me, is the closest song on the record to like a traditional rock structure.
Yeah,
it's the closest Death Cab than any other song on this record.
I thought this was their pop punk song. Like this is them doing like a pop song, a pop punk song, aside from their bonus tracks.
Some great fucking arms with Jen though.
It's good.
They fucking nailed it with the harms on this one.
It's good.
But once again, lyrically, it's about wanting to get the girl back. He's really over the top about it, and I don't know. It's just him wanting to get her back. Nothing too crazy there. So. So Natural Anthem, the closer. What do you have on this one?
This is not a B.
It's not a B.
No.
Okay.
This is a B for you?
It is my 10B.
Okay,
10B.
that's good. So for one,
yeah.
that song that 4chan, that John and Chan, what is it called?
Evan and Chan.
Evan.
Dude,
exact same fucking song. Like it's literally the exact same song. They just took it and made it a little bit longer here. A little bit more complex. It's a good song. I think it's a fantastic closer. I wish that there was no singing.
Perfect closer.
I wish that it was just instrumental.
Okay.
Like, we just don't need it because like 3/4 of the song is just the instrumental part, and it kind of like takes you on a place, and it's kind of heavy and it's kind of weird, and there's a lot of dynamic to it. But then like Ben sings, and say, "Okay, all right, I guess we're going back into this thing again." we just don't need it. The song doesn't need that. And I think if Ben wasn't singing on this, I think it would have been a banger because it would just been a good way to kind of like decompress and sigh out, right? Like, we're done. I think that would have been better. Not that his singing is bad. I think he's a great singer. I think his part in this is great. I just don't think we need it. I don't think the song, it didn't call for it.
Okay.
Didn't call for it.
I do, for the longest time, I didn't like that intro. It's like maybe 2.5 minutes of that build. It's just that it's that loop, that synth loop, wait, I don't know how, it's just those two notes looped over and over for like a very long time. Yeah, it's a very long time. And then it builds and it gets loud. It's chaotic at points. It's kind of obnoxious. And then it just kind of not stops, but it drops into like a more pop song.
Yeah.
And I feel this song compares to the Death Cab song, I Will Possess Your Heart, where, I mean, this is like the darker, more experimental version of that song, but that is I Will Possess Your Heart. That bass loop for 4.5 minutes.
Sounds so good.
I love that song. It's that bass loop, but then that build with the guitars and the synth and that fucking song, and then out of nowhere it just fucking drops into the pop song, into the traditional Death Cab pop song, and that is the best Death Cab song. I Will Possess Your Heart is the best Death Cab song. It is.
Okay,
it is, man.
We're
It
just
is.
we're a little drunk. Cause
But-
I'm a
but-
little drunk.
but
and
Natural
I'm saying
Anthem-
stupid shit. I
Natural
need
Anthem
you
is in that same
now.
vein. It has that huge
It's
build
the
up.
same vein, but
It's half the time when it comes to the length of the
don't
song.
make me agree with you based on like Natural Anthem being close to that song, but then also like sneakily thinking that I'm going to agree with you that I Will Possess Your Heart is best Death Cab
That
song.
is the
That's
best.
stupid. That's dumb.
I Will Possess Your Heart is the second best.
Because Tyler's a little drunk and I need you now. That's that song.
Dude, that
Do you know that
don't-
song?
I know
I know
that.
you
I
know
know,
that
and
song.
I don't want to respond. I don't even want to react.
What song
to that.
is that?
It's Lady Antebellum.
Yeah. Shake that thing. Mr. Annabellum, shake that thing. That's the same band.
Same band, yeah.
Yeah, Natural Anthem, that's not a beat for me. Good closer. I like it. Real quick. The 4 bonus tracks. Turn around. Put this. And then, so Turn Around and A Tattered Line of String. Those are 2 songs, 2006. They did these two songs in 2006.
Yeah.
And they recorded these, and they're brand new songs. And after releasing these, they decided that the Postal Service needs to stay in the past, and we're done with it for good.
Yeah.
Thank you, because these songs are not good.
Tattered Line of String is a good song.
It
though.
is not a good
And they
song.
released that one in 2012, 2013.
But they
I
were
believe it
recorded in
was.
2006.
I know,
so
I know. But it
I'm-
wasn't released until
We're
then.
getting. I'm trying to get you like a progression of where their mind
what
is
you're doing.
at
I know
these
what you're doing.
times. Be Still My Heart was a 2005 song as the B-side that would have been, or that was with We Will Become Silhouettes. So
Mm-hmm.
that's very much in line with Give Up, but it's not there. It does not belong on this album. It would have only hurt this record rather than helped it.
I agree.
And then the last one, the There's Never Enough Time, which is also not a great song. I couldn't figure out where this one was recorded, where it came up, why it was released. I don't know, but it was fine. I don't think any of these songs are great. I think they're all forgettable. I would never. We have a fucking deluxe version in our shop right now of this record.
A Tattered Line of String, I feel like that's kind of like the bootleg version of Such Great Heights. The way it's structured, the way that chorus hits,
Extremely bootleg. That.
but it's like but the way that chorus hits, it's very much in the same vein as Such Great Heights. And it's not a bad song by any means. It's a great song. But
I don't think any of these songs are bad songs.
But when you throw them up against the main 10 on Give Up,
Silly.
there's no reason. There's no reason for
because the feeling is not there, right? They're recording songs
Yeah.
together, and they can do things in a better. Because even like 2003 2005, technology increased exponentially.
it. Oh
then.
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
we don't just have to send
The
files
birth
through
of social
mail.
media.
Dude, like come on.
Yeah.
So like now the feeling is just no longer there. This. I guess this is going to my wrap. Are we done with the wrap up? Are we
Yeah,
done with this?
let's do the wrap
Let's
up.
go
Yeah.
wrap up here.
And then we'll rate. Oh, actually, wrap up. We'll do our 3-point rating system. We're gonna rate it according to our 3-point rating system. Where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're gonna continue to listen to. 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got? Go.
So when they're recording these other songs in like 2006, I mean, like 3 years doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot, dude. Especially
Yeah.
in the 2000s, like technology is progressing faster than mankind can possibly fucking keep up. Even still to this day, like this whole AI thing, it's just we cannot even keep up with how fast we're producing technology. So it's 2006. We're recording these songs. The feeling is gone, and the feeling is what I was transitioning into my wrap up here. And what makes the Postal Service work is the feeling, is the aesthetic of these guys are sending samples back and forth to each other through the mail. And if anybody has any kind of like work in like selling records and like doing taxes, dude, I probably gone to the post office more than most people will in their entire fucking life. In 1 year I've gone there.
Yeah.
And it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst like governmental kind of
It's
like funded
terrible.
programs that has ever existed.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's a complete
It's
necessity.
almost as bad
and
as
I
the
get it.
DMV.
Dude, it's so fucking bad. It's so fucking broken. and it's disgusting. So this is a time and place thing. That's why Give Up works. That's why the Postal Service works, is because this came out in 2003. This would not work now. Nah. This would be a dumb concept now. Nobody would care about this now. But I think because of how much effort they put into it, also like how the lack of effort they put into this, is what makes this truly, truly special. I don't think this is complex. I don't think these songs are deep. I think this is a pet project they did. They clearly didn't think it was going to get big. Mm-hmm. They've said that, and it got big. So I don't think they put all of their everything into this, because then, trans will come out and blow this out of the water and blow up and create a legacy for Death Cab that is just, it's fucking unmatched. But that's an objective truth, right? Like
it's not an objective truth.
It is. Trans came out after this. Trans came out after this, and Death Cab blew up more than they could ever possibly fucking imagine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's the objective truth.
That is. If
it's better or not better, that's subjective. I get it.
I thought you were just trying to rile me up. Okay.
Trans came out after this and blew up Death Cab more than they could ever possibly imagine. That is an objective truth. That happened. Yes. And I think Ben was just in a transitionary period here. I think if Ben put as much effort into trans as he did this, I think this could be one of the greatest pieces of modern art. It could have been one of the greatest things that we've ever fucking heard. As it sits now, it's good. It's pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty fucking good. What do I give it? 2.75. I give it 2.75. That's a good score. It's not perfect. It's not.
I just want to go home.
It's not.
I just want to go. I'm uncomfortable.
It's not perfect.
I'm uncomfortable here.
Not every song is a fucking. Go home. Not every song is a fucking banger. Here. I don't think this did anything for music that was revolutionary. I think it was a cool little niche thing they did.
Who gives a fuck if it did anything revolutionary?
I'm telling you all I'm giving you like facts to why I don't think this is perfect. One, I don't think all the songs are perfect, so therefore the whole thing can't be perfect. If 9 out of the 10 songs were beyond bangers, I could be swayed. But some of these songs, dude, are dumb. His lyrics, these are not his best lyrics. We know these are not his best lyrics. We just did Death Cab for Kitty. These are not his best lyrics. Okay. Flat. I think this record, at worst, is flat.
I think, actually, I know. It's not. I know you have your. I know you have your Death Cab goggles on. I mean, it happens.
You're like that fucking pod racer guy that we talked about, who's like the.
Oh, God,
the British pod racer guy.
Nobody is going to get that reference. I think you're completely wrong. Not completely wrong. I think that
I'm completely right. That's correct.
I think had Ben put as much effort into this as the Trans album, I think this could have been better. But that's not a knock to this record whatsoever, because this record is perfect. It's incredible. It's an absolute.
You think this record is perfect?
It is a perfect record. Yeah, absolutely.
You're silly.
The weakest song on here is better than the best song on Transatlanticism.
Dude, you're saying things that are just gonna.
It's true though. It 100% is true.
I've literally seen people get killed for less than what you just said.
Also, based off the fact that these guys did not get together and really ever write or record together.
There's nothing here. What are you going to get together for and do? What are you going to do? The same beat over and over and over and over?
It's not the same beat over and over and over again. Oh, what? And what's the fucking difference? What's the difference when fucking Ben Gibbard is playing the same fucking chords over and over again, playing them way slower, playing the same thing over and over again, boring ass bass lines, fucking almost non-existent drums.
We don't have the bass.
Come on, guy. And the melodies here are infinitely better, or not infinite, but way fucking better.
I will say some of these melodies here are some of the best pop melodies I've ever heard.
So get the fuck out of here. Even shit on Natural Anthem, man. That shit, that's the 10. But
you're saying the worst song on this record is better than anything Death Cab has ever done?
I'm going to say it again. Yes, it is better.
So you think Natural Anthem is better than
everything
I Will Possess
on
Your
Trans? Heart? No, I'm sorry.
Just Trans.
Just Trans.
Gotcha.
Just trans,
okay.
Yeah.
You think Natural Anthem is better than what was your
Probably
run
not.
on Trans?
I will. Well, I
probably sound unsettling because you're basic.
I don't remember, but yeah, it's better than everything off.
I've got a hunger.
I mean, I would clearly, I would never get Trans on vinyl. I clearly have Give Up on vinyl.
That's okay.
I think this album is incredible. I'm not going to go over everything we talked about. There was a lot of tangents, a lot of shit that we talked about, and with this one, yeah, the nostalgia.
Just hurry up and give it your
objectively,
fucking 3 so we can.
It's great. It's perfect.
Stupid.
I don't do it often.
Oh my god!
I don't do this often,
Oh,
but it is a perfect 3.
It
is a perfect 3. You can't deny it. So yeah, I give this a perfect 3. It really is an incredible record. I have no issues with it. The best, Jerry, the best. So, do we have anything else on this one?
Sometimes it's just you say things, and I can see you say these things with like my eyes and your mouth and like the vibrations coming out of there.
But you can't comprehend it because
but I just
you're too
cannot
stupid.
fucking believe
But you can't
that
comprehend
your
it 'cause you're too
brain
stupid.
would allow your dumb mouth to fucking vibrate these frequencies and formulate these stupid fucking words into the most wrong opinions I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
Oh my god!
How do you live with yourself? How do you fucking live with yourself?
I don't want to talk about it. It's just gonna make me mad. All right. All right. So, I mean, that's all we have for this episode. Obviously, we're a little bit toasty, and it's been fun. You know, I spent the weekend here. We talked a lot of shit. A lot of fun stuff has happened. But yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else?
That's it. That's all
Just
good.
looking around your office, but that's fine. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell your friends, and that's
Idiot.
it. That's all. And next week we're getting We're getting into the Who, baby. The Who. Spoilers.
What are you talking about? See, now I
Nope.
don't understand when you do
So
things like this.
that's it. That's all.
Big